Hello all, and welcome to the next video here in the Onion Man's Rooftop 2 at a cow caravan of treasure. And sometimes barter. The streak continues. What, you think the streak's going to end? You can always think the streak's going to end. It's not. That's just the way it is. Excuse me, I had to catch my breath after that. We are back with a kind of a oldie but a goodie, if you will. Bringing back Be Kind Retro Rewind with some Playmates Simpsons. So showed these off. I got both of these on that trip to Dallas, the second annual Dallas trip. That's what I'm calling it now. Next year, I'm going to do the same thing, and it will be the third annual Dallas trip. But yeah, we're in for the Simpsons. So, hey, we got Boxing Homer and we got Evil Homer. There's a fun story behind these. I'm going to try to tell it as fast as possible. I went to a store that I went to before, and this store had a lot of boxed, brand new Playmate Simpsons last year. This was last year, and I did that video already where I unboxed a bunch of them. All of those were the ones that I got on that trip last year, and it took me a while to get to unboxing all of them, but I did. So I went back to that same store, and that store was not as good as it was before. I did find a couple of things. I got the Earthquake Royal Rumble figure, the WWE Elite one. I think I bought what else did I get there? This year, I know I got that. I got the Jade Cargill figure there. I finally found it there. And it was like super cheap, so I went ahead and picked it up. I think those might have been the only things I picked up that day. And then these. I was looking because before last year, they had a whole like rack full of Playmate Simpsons. Some of them I already had, but I ended up picking a lot of them. If you ever want to go back and see those videos, you can. And I was hoping for the same thing this year. There would be like a big variety of them, and I could pick out ones maybe I needed now. Because I'm not going to say I'm catching up to all the ones I want, but I've got a lot of them now. So, and they were just all gone. And I was talking to a worker there, and she just told me, like, one day some guy walked in and bought all their Simpsons stuff. Like, he bought a bunch of stuff. He even bought some of the not Super 7, but the reaction figures, which are Super 7, but a lot of the reaction figures he even bought. And I was just like, oh, okay. And she said he was just like a Simpsons mega fan, and he's like a small filmmaker, and he had a lot of money and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, oh, cool. And she outright told me, she's like, but we have one box of Simpsons stuff in the back. I'll go get it if you want to look at it. And she's like, we haven't priced it or anything yet, but you can still look at it. She brought it out. It was full of like some old Simpsons plushies, some water guns, some random items that I was not really interested in. And then she pulled out a few Simpsons Playmates. She brought out these two. We got Boxing Homer and Evil Homer. And then she also had Deep Space Homer. But I already have Deep Space Homer. I could have probably bought Deep Space Homer and just held on to it or something, but I decided not to. And then they had the big, like, when Simpsons switched over to McFarlane for like a year, they had the big Island of Dr. Hibbert set, but it was broken. And I couldn't bring myself to buy something in box that was all broken. Like, 3 of the different figures in that set were all broken, and he was still asking for a lot, and I couldn't do it. And the guy, the main manager, was trying to convince me, like, oh, you can take it out of the box and fix it. Like, no. But no. But I did walk away with Boxing Homer and Evil Homer. So pretty cool. We're going to get to them. I'll probably do Boxing Homer first because I've been looking for Evil Homer for a while. And finally finding it new in box like this, awesome. And I paid pretty much about what it's worth now, so not too bad. We got Boxing Homer, another one of those iconic episodes of The Simpsons where he's boxing and he's just getting beat up and beat up. He's basically doing a Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope, but it's a dumb Homer version, so there you go. Box is a little beat, a little bent, but it's brand new, so yeah. Iconic episode of The Simpsons, glad to have it. Let's go ahead and open it. I have a list of the Simpsons figures I still need. Some of them I don't know if I'll ever find. Like the Jebediah Springfield set is like so rare and expensive now. That's going to be like one of those way down the line figures when I save up money specifically for it. They didn't even have any loose Simpsons stuff. Actually, most of the stores I went to did not have a lot of Simpsons stuff. It was interesting. I think since last year, Simpsons has kind of, not so much the show, but the toys have kind of had a resurgence in popularity. Sorry, trying to adjust my camera here, or my phone. I think the toy line has kind of gotten a little bit of a resurgence. So they've been a little harder to find, especially like some of the cooler ones. Oh, they just fell right out. Oh no. Okay. The boxing gloves just fell out, so there we go. Pretty cool. Homer's got some twist ties, but twist ties be damned, because I have scissors. Well, that was easy enough. Not a lot. I'm dropping everything. I apologize. I'm having to bend over and pick up everything because I'm dropping like all the twist ties on the floor. It's horrible. Everybody always asks me why I put things back in the box like this, so I can throw it away. It takes up less space in the trash can. Or the trash bag. I always keep a trash bag when I'm doing a lot of unboxings in one go, which I am. Tonight, I am unboxing a lot of stuff back to back to back, so trying to catch up on stuff before work starts back up. I have a little bit of off time, but that off time is fixing to end. And my camera keeps moving, or it's my phone, because I have it plugged into charge too, so it won't die on me. Here's Homer. Boxing Homer. I like it. He's yellow, vibrant, looks great. Looks just as good as all the other ones. He's got the red shoes, the white and red kind of Rocky / Muhammad Ali shorts. Although Ali usually wore like a little bit of more of a maroon, I think. Either way, the gloves can go on, so you just move up his arms. They just... Oop. So they just pop right on and off. Put the other one on real quick, and then we're good to go. And there you go. I like it. I think it would have been cool if he had like the beat up face and he wasn't just smiling, because like he's always getting beat up in those fights and then the guys pass out. So yeah, I like it. I love these toys. There's the little chip on the box, or on the bottom of the foot. 2001. So this is like towards the end of the run, because I think the Playmate Simpsons stuff is mostly late 90s. Anyway, I love this line. Out of all the old stuff I collect, and there's a lot of old things I collect. You don't see it as often on the channel, but I do get some old LJN WWF stuff. I get old Bone Cruncher WWF stuff. I'll get like some of the McFarlane sports stuff, like the old McFarlane toys, like the basketball and baseball, football players. But my absolute favorite retro toys to collect are the Playmate Simpsons, without a doubt. I'm just such a huge Simpsons fan. It's awesome. It's funny, while we were there, because when I was checking out, the lady asked me, she's like, "You don't want that Deep Space Homer too?" I was like, "I already have a Deep Space Homer and he's in really good shape, so I think I'm gonna have to pass because of the price." And she goes, "Well, if you're talking prices, are you gonna jump into the Futurama stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, no. I wish I could, but the Futurama toys from Playmates are so pricey. But this Homer is awesome." I was gonna go back to the chip. They do talk. They're interactive with the sets, so there you go. I didn't read what Homer does. What's he compatible with here? Interactive boxing Homer works with the living room, nuclear power plant. You can read all those. Only when connected. Okay. Cool. I like it. Massive thumbs up for boxing Homer. And now we're getting to one of my Grail pieces. This is one of those ones that when I first started getting into the Playmate Simpson stuff a few years ago, it was like, yeah, Evil Homer is up on the list. When I was looking at the list, a checklist of figures, I knew Evil Homer had to be one that I got. There was no way that I was not going to eventually get this figure. And to find him, I think Oh, what did I pay? I already forgot. I want to say I paid like 50 or 60 for him, which unboxed, used, he goes for about that much. So in box, brand new, I felt like, yeah, might as well go ahead and pick it up. So there you go. There's the back of the box. Yeah, there it is, $59.99. So I'm just looking at like the different characters on the back here. Handsome Mo. I need Handsome Mo. This must have been toward the end as well because of Deep Space Homer here. What year is this one? Let's see if I can find it. I believe, oh, this one's 2004. So yeah, this was way towards the end of the run. Because Deep Space Homer is at the end as well. Handsome Mo would be really funny to get. Alright, let's open them up. It feels weird. I haven't opened up a figure that costs this much in a long time. Feels weird. Oh, there's like a little insert here. What is this? There's the figure. This fell out of it. Little poster? What is this? A little advert for Simpsons Hit and Run. If you remember, I think I talked about Simpsons Hit and Run a while back when I found it for the original Xbox. I put it on I think it was on a game show. What kind of show? A game show. Why? Because I couldn't think of a more clever name. Hit and Run's awesome. If you've never played Simpsons Hit and Run, go play it. But I'm going to keep this little advert for Simpsons Hit and Run. I'm going to put it in the Simpsons Hit and Run game. That's cool. I like that. Fantastic game. That, not as good of a game, but not Hit and Run. Hit and Run's fantastic. Probably like a solid 8.5 or 9 out of 10. It's not perfect. It's a little wonky. It's a rip-off GTA clone, but oh well. Aside from that, another Simpsons game worth checking out if you're into it. A Crazy Taxi ripoff, Simpsons Road Rage. Not as good, probably a solid 6 out of 10, but fun to play. And it has all the voice acting and everything in it, so I like that aspect of it. We have the pitchfork. It's actually like a soft plastic. It's almost like a rubber. It bends, but it's still pretty straightened out and everything. A little bit of a bend there, but nothing bad. And then Evil Homer has some twist ties, but twist ties be damned, because I have scissors. Looks like he's got one on the foot and one on the torso. So we're going to cut both of those out. Oh, his foot came out. Not his foot, but like the twist tie on his foot came off. Kind of funny. Try to get it to where I can cut it right. I don't want to cut the actual figure. There we go. Easy peasy. And here we go. This is an interesting one. He is different than all the other ones for sure. Like that one's what, 01? Everything on him is like a hard plastic. The gloves are a little squishy so you can fit them onto the hand. This guy feels a little bit different. He's not quite hard plastic. The head is, the torso is, the arms are almost rubbery feeling. So are the legs. Like his feet got some, like, okay, maybe not so much the feet. But the legs almost have like a little bit of a bendy to them. Not a lot, but a little bit. The cape is definitely just a rubber. It's not a hard plastic like I've seen with a lot of other good clothing accessories. The tail, I don't think it's articulated, is it? No, I don't think so. But yeah, looks fantastic. Either way. Another iconic Simpsons episode. Just give him the thing. I know a lot of people kind of look at the hands of the... I've seen this in some previous comments and stuff before. Like, how can they hold the accessories? It's kind of like old He-Man. Their hands are in a way that like you can just plop stuff in and it will stay. I don't know how, but it will. So there you go. And he stands well, so there you go. Yeah, 2 iconic Homer pieces. two that I needed. Boxing Homer I really did want. Evil Homer I needed. Like, it was one that was high on my list of things to find. And when she pulled it out of that box, I was like, there it is. I was like, I know what I'm buying in this store right now. And I knew I was getting Evil Homer. So I remember my brother does not collect toys at all. But he knows all the things I'm into. And he saw Evil Homer and went, oh. Like, even he was like, ooh, like he knew. Like, that's a big one. So really happy I finally got Evil Homer. It marks one of the holy grail items of the Playmate Simpsons line off my list. So fantastic to have it. I love this line. It's one of my favorite lines to collect retro wise. Probably my favorite. It is. I'm joking here. I'm rambling. It's my favorite retro line to collect. So happy to have them both. Yeah, massive thumbs up for both of these. They're fantastic. No, I will not be getting the Super 7 Simpsons. They're kind of weird in the way they release, and I prefer these older Playmates. And I know some people will say, well, like, some of the price of the Playmates. To be fair, I paid $60 for this Evil Homer. It'd be roughly the same to get, like, a Super 7. I mean, Super 7s are, what, 50, 55 now? So I'm fine just collecting the old Playmates. A lot more characters to go through on the Playmates, too. So, there you go. Thumbs up for both. That's the end. I'm rambling. That's it for this video. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You do not have to if you not want to, but always appreciate anybody who does. And I will catch you guys in the next video.